What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this Money Making Sunday. Here with the Pig Dogs Morning Show, man. Y'all know what we do here, man. We cook up every single game, every single day, and just try to help you guys make some money. Yesterday, man, was one of the craziest days of the year, man. Wire to wire action from 11 all the way till midnight. I felt like, man, I was just on a roller coaster. I came out on the other side a winning day. Can't never complain about that. But man, what a day yesterday was, and we're right back on it. You know, you got off the roller coaster and just walked right back in line and got in line for today because we got not a sexy card, but a solid card. There's still plenty of games on the card to talk about and find money-making opportunities. I got a great crew of guys to help me do exactly that today. Brian Bittler, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Well, I couldn't top you yesterday. You had a spectacular day, but I went 5-2, and my losses were the Temple Owls. They had a tie game, I think, with like 30 seconds to go, and they give up a 3-point bucket or 3-point bucket on a foul, and then Atlanta Hawks just did me in yesterday. So ready to hopefully keep winning today. College football was good to me yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's solid, Brian. That's solid. Wayne, how you doing?
Decent, man. Well, hey, you hit it right on the head, man. Had a lot of action yesterday. It was good to come over in the positive. Burly, would they say burly? But hey, we made it over in the positive. It took a 3-0 NBA day, solid NFL day for me. Split in college football, but college basketball is where I got my teeth kind of kicked in. Bounced back with the other sports, but felt like I read the board game. Just a couple games didn't go my way. Should have probably stayed off a few of them and would have had a much better day. But all in all, solid day. Loved yesterday's sports and excited to talk about today with you fellas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Javon, what's happening, Brody? How you doing?
It's going all right. You know, yesterday was a roller coaster day for me. I had 25 plays on the board and went 13-12. Now, the thing that saved me was college basketball. I was just on fire in college basketball. I had 14 plays there, went 11-3, and then everything else, everywhere else was on a down note. But when you have that college basketball 100 games, the odds makers can't get everything right. In the majority of the games, they can't get right. So that's how I go into these games. And really, I left a lot on the table that won. So I should have basically put in all college basketball games because then it would have been a monster day. But, basically even across the board, got juiced out.
Fair enough.
You see the lines for the college football were put up for next round.
Yes, Brian, I did see a couple of those.
I think people will love to be on Oregon next week, but that was just my glance.
I'm probably gonna be on Oregon next week.
No, I'm saying people are gonna. Oh my God, Oregon beat Ohio State. Anyway, Texas. I think they're gonna cream Arizona State, but we'll see. It looks exciting and Penn State and Boise. People will love to get on Boise with that 10 points. So I don't know. Should be interesting. I'm looking forward to next week already.
What do you think about that Georgia Notre Dame 1.5?
That's a tough one. People love Notre Dame. People love Georgia. Off the top of my head, I go with Georgia, but that's just me.
There you go. Yeah, I would say yesterday showed me in college football just how meaningful home field is. They might got to look at that. They might got to look at that for that first round of the playoff. That might be a little too crazy. Home playoff game. Man, Kevin Jennings, man. It was Jovan and Costa. They told me, boy, that boy was gonna struggle yesterday in Penn State, boy. Them 100,000.
Man.
Plus, it was a little cold. It was a little cold at Penn State, and they're not used to that kind of temperature.
Man, the thing is, they were in the game, but 2 pick sixes to start the game. Well, man, that's gonna hurt anybody, man. That's gonna derail anybody. So. Shout out Penn State, shout out Franklin, shout out Ryan Day, man. 2 coaches that never done shit.
And that's what they've been hearing all week. They never do it, never do shit. So you hear that so much. And, they didn't show up against Oregon, but Penn State didn't. But they got it done yesterday. We'll see what happens with Boise.
Yes, they did. For me, the Ohio State, I was shocked how dominant they dominated Tennessee. Ohio State is somebody who is a team that has really struggled against the SEC in recent memory. I think they're like 3-15 and 3-15 like last 18 meetings against the SEC or something like that. But I think that game kind of shows there's levels to the SEC too, man. Tennessee, it was what it was though. Shout out the Ohio State. Shout out the Hook'em Horns, and shout out Penn State.
Texas had me worried a little bit as far as the cover goes yesterday because I was just having my dinner and I thought, oh, well, I'm up big in this one. I look again, they're only up by 7. I started freaking out.
I know. We needed that goal line stop bad.
Yeah, that was a tremendous stop.
Yeah, we needed that goal line stop bad. That's what I'm saying. Yesterday was a roller coaster for me. My top play was the Orlando Magic. Oh my God, y'all. Shout out them boys, man. So yeah, just overall, really good. Just an overall really good day. Let's keep it rolling though, fellas. Let's keep it rolling. Let's hop into today's action, man. We have we're gonna start in college hoops. One of y'all's mic has like a slight little scratch in it in the background. So like if you're not talking, you might want to mute it. I don't know whose it is, but just letting y'all know. But let's start in college hoops, fellas. We'll start with a team near and dear to my heart, man. A team that goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib. The Iowa State Cyclones. They laying 42.5 on Morgan State. We also got Kent State at Alabama, Central Arkansas at Oklahoma, Purdue Fort Wayne, a.k.a. PFW Changs, at Michigan. We got New Hampshire at Stonehill, Bryant at Townsend, Binghamton at Army, STFU, Mitch loved that bit, Sacred Heart at Miami, Ohio, Illinois at Missouri, Iona, Colgate, Santa Barbara, Missouri State, Penn, George Mason, Detroit Mercy, Wisconsin, Radford, South Carolina, the Lake Show, Mercyhurst versus West Virginia, Montana State, TCU, American, Virginia, and William and Mary versus VCU is where we'll stop this slot. So I stopped at right after 1 my time. So 2 Eastern is where I stopped. We did not go to 3 Eastern yet. Brian, you're up first, my man. What you liking today?
Oh, there's a couple gems on there as far as premium picks go. Free picks, I'll go with Purdue Fort Wayne plus the points. Michigan, 2 devastating losses to Arkansas and Oklahoma where, they almost had the games. So, I don't think they're going to lose this game to Purdue Fort Wayne, but I think it stays within the number. I'll take the points.
PFW Changs, or a.k.a. the Waynes. They got 2 of them. Talk to me, Wayne.
Yeah, I got a few for y'all in this time slot. I like Binghamton over Army. I'm gonna take the points, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win. Money line, Army just doesn't play enough defense for me to lay any points with them. They haven't played nobody, and when they did play somebody, George Washington, Duke, Cornell, they got pretty washed. Just not scoring enough for me. I'll take Binghamton in that one. Colgate versus Iona. Tougher game, but I'm going to have to lean to Colgate in the revenge style. I know this looks like a game Iona can win outright. Iona, to me, can't do nothing better than Colgate but rebound, which is needed. But I just feel like Colgate played the tougher schedule. Better team overall in my books. I'll lay the 4 with them. I really like a money line. I just feel like there's no way they lose that game. But regardless, I think they can cover. Radford, South Carolina. I like the under in this game. Familiar with both of these teams. Both play a solid style of defense. Just feel like what they do offense, both teams kind of negate that. Like Radford wants you to shoot the 3, and South Carolina's not good at that. And on the other side of that, Radford likes to shoot the three. South Carolina does a decent job of running you off the three and defending the two ball. So I'm going to go with the under 138 in the Radford, South Carolina.
There you go. There you go. Jovan, talk to me. What you like in here?
Yeah, we're gonna go with Morgan State. It's a lot of wood to chop for Iowa State, and they can do it. But if you look at their games and the point spread range that they've been laying, and they've laid this much before, and they didn't cover. So it's just one of those situations where I think that they'll have a substantial lead, and then last 5-10 minutes of the game, they'll give a little bit back because they got the game well in hand. So I'm on Morgan State. I'm on Colgate. Bad record going into conference play, but once they get into conference play, they should straighten things out. This is a game where I think they should be able to win by margin against Iona. Cornell, I'm on Cornell. This is a tough game, just on the strength that both these teams can score. They can fill it up. And I think it's going to be a higher scoring game, but I think in the end, last half of the second half, Cornell should be able to get it done. So Big Red over the Redbirds or Illinois State or whatever that you want to call them. And for a major game, I'm gonna roll with Mizzou. Mizzou got beat up pretty bad last year against Illinois. I really don't like what this Illinois team brings to the table, even though they do have marquee wins under their belt. But I just think in this spot, given the fact of what I saw with Mizzou doing what they did a few games ago to the Jayhawks in a similar, I would say revenge spot, I think they get it done.
There you go. I'm with you on that, Missouri. It barely missed my premium area is what I'll tell y'all today. It's just a play on home team in the revenge spot, kind of like Javon said. Home team plus money, revenge spot. I think Illinois is a little overrated, overvalued, but I kind of think Missouri is too. That's why it's tough. That's why ultimately I kind of left it alone. It wouldn't shock me if Illinois won this game by 5, but I also see the path here for Missouri to come here and win this outright. So y'all know me. I love attacking plus money when the opportunity arises. And I think that's what we have here with Missouri. Give me plus money opportunity with them. And then, hey, I know, guys, it's not going to sound all that great to a lot of people here because we're taking 2 big dogs that are ass and praying that they could just do something today. Give me Detroit Mercy, somebody who I never bet. Give me the Detroit Mercy plus the points against Wisconsin. I just think this is a case of too many points. Wisconsin probably wins the game by like 24, 25. And the Detroit Mercy do enough to keep it competitive point spread wise. And then I'm on the Mercyhurst. I guess parlay them up, man. Detroit Mercy and Mercyhurst. 2 big dogs, man. Two of them it's not going to be a fun bet. They're going to get the crap kicked out of them. But I think both have a legitimate chance to just sneak in that back door, getting a bundle of points. So that's where I want to be, on the Mercyhurst and the Detroit Mercy, and Missouri for me in this slot. Let's keep it rolling, fellas. Let's keep it rolling. We head over to Kansas, where the Jayhawks are laying 24.5 on Brown. We got Rice taking on Prairie View. We got UAB taking on Alcorn State. We got Louisiana taking on McNeese. Oklahoma State versus Oral Roberts. Charleston versus Oregon State. North Texas versus Houston Christian. New Orleans versus LSU. Charleston Southern versus Georgia. Grambling Cincinnati. Southern USC. St. Louis versus the Lopes, man. Grand Canyon. That's for the script. Rider versus NC State. We'll go full card. We'll go Loyola Chicago, Oakland, Lemoyne, Notre Dame, Georgetown, Seton Hall, North Alabama, LMU, Utah State, St. Mary's, Nebraska, Murray State, and Charlotte, Hawaii. Wayne, what you like to hear?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it with Charlotte in this spot. Charlotte has just underperformed this season. Typically struggling to get their offense going. Better on defense. I just like them in this spot to start turning it back around. NC State Rider, give me the over. Just don't like what I've seen out of these teams defensively. I definitely think they can get the scoring going in that one. And last the time slot before, I got another one for y'all. I don't really got a lot in this time slot. Give me American. I'm proud to be an American over UVA. Just getting too many points, plus 13.5, and two defensive teams. I know American got smoked by St. Joe's, but I think they come out here and give a better performance offensively against UVA. Kind of turn up against the better squad and feel good game for them just to stay within the number. So give me American in that one.
Javon.
Yeah, I'm on Brown. I just think that Brown's good enough to keep this within the total. Kansas, Kansas is one of those teams where they, should be able to boat race most teams, especially the lesser teams that they play. But something about this Kansas team the last couple seasons don't really sit well with me. Bill Self, he'll get his guys up for big games, but even in these big games, the last couple seasons, he hasn't got his players the way they need to be. Maybe it's just a personnel issue. Having guys like what's my man's name from Michigan, the big stiff, um, what the hell is his name, Hutchinson or whatever? Not Hutchinson. It's
Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah, Dickinson. Yeah, Hunter Dickinson. Yeah, so you know, 6-7 year college because he's been in college for a long time. You know what I mean? So using up all those COVID years, but yeah, his style of play isn't what you would see in a Kansas type of team. They use the athletic players. No, Dickinson, he's not an athletic guy. So that's for bigger games. But for this game, I think they do win by a substantial margin. I just think that they don't win by the 30 to 35 points that they should win by. Brown, they are competitive enough to show some resistance to keep this within the spread. So I'll take Brown. Um, I'm also on VCU. I believe VCU's coming off a loss in their last game, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Let me pull it up real fast. But for some reason I can't find it. But nevertheless, I think that's a situation where they're playing a team that likes to, they score, but they don't play at the frenetic pace that the VCU Rams play at, and I think that's going to be to VCU's advantage. So I'm on VCU to get the job done in a big way. Oh, against William and Mary. So William and Mary, I believe they're coming off a big win. So letdown spot for them. I'm on Alcorn State. It's just a situation where I'm not laying all these points with a Blazers team who disappointed me, game in and game out in this early season, because they're supposed to be better than what they are as far as their records showing. Now they could, have this situation be they're playing a lesser team and they're ready to whoop it up on these boys, but Alcorn State, they'll show enough resistance to keep this within the spread, in my opinion. And then I'm on Georgia. Georgia's one of those type of teams where they see lesser competition and they're ready to smash. They're ready to dance on them. So that's what's going to happen in this spot. 35 to 40 point victory for the Bulldogs.
Fair enough. Jimmy Carson, I see you in the comments. Hit up, go to the website and just hit the chat bubble at the bottom. Support, they'll get to you and they'll help you. So yeah, just hit the chat button on the site. And the support will get to you and fix your problem, my man. Brum. Last slide in college hoops. Let's see what I like here. I am leaning towards. Oh, my phone moving slow and pull it up. All right. I like Oklahoma State laying the 20.5 on Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts is trash. They are not a good basketball team. One thing I like doing is betting like home Big 12 teams against teams that they should just beat up on. And I think that's what the case is here for Oklahoma State. So that's kind of just what I'm doing here. Oral Roberts, they got taken behind the shed by Texas Tech last game, and I think Oklahoma State does the exact same thing. So I know it's a lot of big numbers today in college hoops. That's why I'm not totally in love with it. I would almost never make this play, but I'm gonna lay 30 with Georgia in college hoops, man. I don't think Georgia is as good as their record may suggest. I'm at 10-1. I think, once we get into conference play, we're going to see Georgia kind of slide back a bit, especially in that deep of an SEC. But in a game like this, man, Charleston Southern, this is what their fifth road game, last 6 games. It's just a terrible spot for Charleston Southern. So it's like Georgia, if there was a spot where they were going to absolutely kick the crap out of a team again, they just won by 50 in their last one. So to lay 30 again, especially with Georgia, makes my stomach hurt. But I do believe it's the right play. I just hate the spot for Charleston Southern. Give me Loyola Chicago as well, laying the points on Oakland. The Bears are not the Bears from last season. They're just not. They're not the Bears that went crazy in the tournament. They're not. They're a fade right now. Until they show me some signs and tendencies, I think they're overrated and overvalued. Loyola Chicago, they're usually that team that goes on that run, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got back on that run if they went on one this season. So give me Loyola Chicago. That's what I'm going to take here in this one to end out college hoops. Brian, close us out.
Yeah. Tough slot here, but I'll go with Utah State plus the points. Are off a straight-up loss to UC San Diego as a 10.5 point favorite, but we got the first in the Western Conference versus the first in the Mountain West. I just think it's a 3-point game here with St. Mary's, who have a sterling record but aren't a cover machine at 3-8 this year. So give me Utah State plus the points.
Fair enough, fellas. That concludes college hoops. NFL Sunday, man. Money making Sunday. Let's scoot on over to the National Football League. Smaller card on a Sunday because we had 2 games yesterday. The NFL got greedy and wouldn't let college have the day. I get it because they had to put some games on. They didn't have to, but they wanted to put games on Christmas, so they had to make the schedule line up. But damn, I couldn't give college the day, bro. First,
that's okay. It gets us a little bit of extra stuff to look at.
Right. Let's talk it. Let's talk about it, man. First game on the board, we got the Jets getting 3 with the Los Angeles Rams rolling in. We got the Commanders getting 4 with the Philadelphia Eagles rolling in. And we got the Atlanta Falcons laying 9.5 points on the New York Football Giants. Jovan, you're a first here, my man. How you feeling these first 3 in the NFL?
We're gonna roll with the Jets. It has to be done. That's just the way I play football. It was at 3.5. Now it's at 3. Classic letdown spot for the Rams. Having that emotional win, 12-6 game against San Francisco. Now, even off the extra rest, now they got to go into East Rutherford, New Jersey, to play a game where it's going to be windy, it's going to be cold. And Matt Stafford, he doesn't fare too well in the cold. This is from back in his days in Detroit, where he's a dome team. At this point, playing in LA. But when he was with Detroit, auto fade in the elements. So I'm playing it like that. So and they don't really need the game. The next 2 weeks, divisional games, NFC West games, those are the games that they need to make the playoffs. So with that said, it's Jets. And what was the other 2?
The other two were Eagles, Commanders, Falcons.
Yeah, so you gotta roll with the G-men. So here's the thing: you've never seen a rookie favored by more than 6.5 points. Now you got an 8.5, 9 favorite in playing this first game. I'm not buying it. This is the NFL. The new age NFL, albeit, but it's the NFL nevertheless. So I think the G-men with Tim Boyle under center, I think they they cover the spread. It's an ugly one, but listen, that's what has to be done. As far as I'm concerned, you could take the favorite, you could take the over, in a lot of these games because this year's been cashing. But I'm not gonna do it in this spot. I'm rolling with the G-men.
Fair enough. I haven't done it all season long, bro. I've been you're an idiot if you're taking the Jets. That's been my MO all season long. Just fade the hell out of the Jets. The only thing that's really kept me good in the NFL is fading the Jets. This team is ass, bro. This team is terrible. This was one of the most overrated, overvalued teams heading into a season I ever heard. People were really talking about Jets Super Bowl. Like, that was happening.
Don't take the Jets. We don't want you on our Jets.
And now this team is 4-10. But Brian, I'm on them fucking Jets today.
Oh, you're killing me.
Jets, Jets. I'm on them boys today. I think Jovan hit the nail right on there. It's just a play on the spot and situation for me. This just feels like the game the Rams always lose. Like, it feel me like this team, just when you think the Rams finna do something, man, they fall flat. And the Jets, I'm a game watcher. That's what I love. I watch games. That's how I get a lot of my edges. So earlier in the season, watching the Jets, I just felt like a lot of people were waiting on something that I couldn't see. I couldn't see the Jets playing well. They weren't playing well. They were playing terribly. But over these last couple weeks, I have finally seen those signs. Devontae finally looked like Devontae against the Dolphins 2 weeks ago. And I know they played the Jags last week. I get it. But they started to show life. And that's all I was looking for. Getting points, home dog. Matthew Stafford out on the road, cold. First time this year, I'll take the Jets, Jets. I'm on the Falcons. I'm going to lay the points against the Giants, though. I'll just fade the Giants. Just fade them. Atlanta's usually not a lay 9.5 point team for me. I would 9 times out of 10, this will usually be a stay away. I'm on the Falcons today for one reason and one reason only. Penix getting the start, and I think we're going to see a culture change today for Atlanta. I think is what's about to happen. Everybody knew Kirk Cousins was not the guy in Atlanta. It just don't even make it. Culture matters, y'all. It matters. Culture is a huge thing. Kirk Cousins, man, he's as good boy as good boy gets, man. And Atlanta is not that city. Atlanta is not that city. Atlanta is probably one of the more cultural cities in all of America. So with Kirk having the bad stretch that he had, I knew he wasn't going to last there very long. I think Michael Penix Jr., it is his first game. I am a little worried, but I think the Falcons knew what they were doing starting him his first game against the Giants. And I kind of think this is a game they absolutely beat up on the Giants to kind of validate and show that, hey, we did make the right choice drafting Penix. If you follow the narrative that I'm trying to create here, I just think this is a cultural game for Atlanta. I think the Giants are just the team that's just in the way that's going to get steamrolled. The Giants are a bad football team. Tim Boyle, ain't this the same quarterback that had 0 wins in college? And then I don't even know how he's in the NFL still. This is Tim Boyle's trash ass. He's getting faded. Unless Singletary breaks a run for a touchdown, I just don't see the G-men doing much of anything. If it's Drew Lock, I mean, I don't see. He was banged up last week. He's looked terrible pretty much this season too. Fading him too. So they probably might do quarterback by committee. I don't know, man. It's disgusting laying this many points with Atlanta, but I do believe at home, cultural shift game for this team. G-Men just bad, looking to stay bad and get that number 1 overall pick and draft their quarterback of the future or trade back, something like that. I'm on Atlanta in that one. Brian?
As far as Giants and Falcons go, I could easily see that being a game of field goals where the Falcons win at 12-6 or something like that. Neither team can get in the end zone. But as far as free picks go, Javon hit the nail right on the head. I mean, you got to take the New York Jets here, Rams off of emotional wins, the Niners, the Buffalo Bills. I mean, now they got to fly west to the East Coast. They're playing in the cold. I'm not going to say sucker in the world is going to be on the Rams, but they should get a lot of action here. I think you take the New York Jets here. Wouldn't shock me if they won it outright, but I think that's the best free pick on the board today as far as NFL goes.
Fair enough. Wayne?
Yeah, give me them Eagles. I just don't even understand the line. I mean, I know Redskins are at home, but it's just team for team, player for player. The way the Eagles are playing, I don't see how you can be scared to lay 3.5, 4 with them. This line, in my opinion, should be 7 or up. Yes, Commanders played solid, but they're in no form as good as the Eagles. I know it's a week-to-week basis, but until the Eagles get smoked or until they even have a competitive game with somebody, I'm gonna just lay it with the Eagles in this spot kind of blindly. I'm on the Giants, man. I just it's more than Penix getting the start. That is one reason. I still want to see what we have from him. That offense as a whole just hasn't looked great, and it mainly because of Kirk Cousins. I think he has like 10 interceptions to 1 touchdown in the last 4 to 5 games. But one thing we're not pointing out is how bad the Falcons defense have been, and definitely in spot play. So I do feel like the Giants can move the ball no matter who they got at quarterback, and it's just too many points. Falcons has never been a late 7, late 10 style, late 9.5 style team. If they win, they're probably going to be down this game, let their fans down like they normally do, but in the winning a field goal game, and then the Falcons are happy out and act like they won the Super Bowl, act like they won by 10. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons had to come back in this game and get a 6, 5, 3-point win. So I'm gonna take the Giants in this one. Not pretty, not a pretty game at all. A lot of games like this is not gonna be pretty, but I think Giants can get the cover. Just too many points.
Fair enough, fellas. Let's keep it rolling. We got the Cardinals and the Panthers, Browns and the Bengals, and Titans. And that Colts, that fucking coach. I just knew we weren't going to win. It was going to be the worst beat ever. I actually got that audio, y'all. I have it. I have to put it in my soundboard, but next week I'll probably have it here on my soundboard for y'all, so y'all can have that.
Those fucking Colts. The Colts. I can relate to that game. That's
that was me last week, Brian. It's when Jonathan Taylor dropped the football, man.
Anthony Richards has just let me down all year. Like I said, that's my fantasy quarterback along with Dak Prescott, and boy, the combination of those two together really sunk my team this year. But that's it.
I'm up first here in this slot, fellas. This is a tough slot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is a tough slot. I'm on the Cardinals. I'm gonna lay the 5.5. I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all, though. I'm just be 100% honest with y'all. Only reason I'm betting the Cardinals in this game is because I have bet Arizona every game this year, and it's like I might as well see it through the end. I might as well finish it just betting Arizona every game this season. The Bucs don't know what they want to do with Carolina. They were favorites last week. I just want y'all to remember that.
They were the proper play. Dallas got it done, but Carolina was the proper. It might have lost, but Carolina was the proper play in that one.
No,
it's not always that the winning play is the right play.
That was a terrible play, man. They had no business being favored in that game. Because honestly, I think Dallas and Arizona are in the same space. but
No.
I do.
Arizona's much better than Dallas. Come on.
I don't know. Based on what?
Uh,
These are two teams I like. I bet it often, but it's like, I don't know. Dallas is, what are we right now? 6-8. Arizona is 7-7.
I think the Eagles are way overrated, but I think Dallas is bad too. But anyway.
I'm not saying we're not bad. All I'm saying, I'm trying to understand how the books got to Carolina laying 2.5, 3 last week, but then to a similar team, they're now 5.5 point dogs. That's what makes me nervous in this game. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. Is just the drastic shift in the line. But I just think the books got ahead of themselves is all I'm saying. I'm on Arizona in that game, though, and I don't feel like it's a great play, honestly. Laying 5.5 on the road with Arizona, you're kind of asking for it. But in that same breath, it wouldn't shock me if they won the game 27-20. Wouldn't shock me at all. So that's where I'm at in that one. Cincinnati, Cleveland. It's DTR under center, correct? If it's DTR, I'm on Cincinnati laying the 9.5. Had it been Jameis Winston, I would have took Cleveland. I would have taken Cleveland if it was Jameis under center. The Bengals are overrated, overvalued. But I just don't think DTR can do enough offensively to keep the Browns in this game. I know Cincinnati's defense is horrendous, historically bad. I understand that. And the over might be in play here. But then again, it might not. Unless Cincinnati does most of the scoring. I just don't – maybe give me a Nick Chubb anytime touchdown. I think it has to be on his shoulders, especially coming off, not the greatest of games.
Nick Chubb's done for the season, right?
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna. That other running back.
Yeah,
he
blew up his foot or knee or something like that.
Oh my God!
Poor Nick Chubb.
He's done for.
Then there's no path here for Cleveland. There's no path. There's no path. You got no Nick Chubb. You got DTR under center. This Cincinnati defense is that bad, but it's like, who's gonna score? Who's gonna do it for Cleveland? Give me Cincinnati, man. Back up against the wall, still playoffs on the horizon. I got to take
Jerome Ford hasn't been bad. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry for the Browns. But
this NFL card is tough, man. I think I only have 3 plays officially today. So I'm trying to pull some shit out of my bag for y'all. But it's like, man, it's hard to. I'm not rushing to lay 9.5 with Cincinnati, but I believe it's the play. I just don't think the Browns will have enough offense to do much of anything. So, Brian?
Yep. If I had to pick one play that bettors love to bet this week, I would take the Cincinnati Bengals as well. I just don't think the Browns are going to be able to score that much, and the Bengals are just going to kick the crap out of them because they have to win. I like the Carolina Panthers plus the points. You got Arizona with big-time games on deck with the with the Rams and the 49ers. Not saying at 7-7 they're going to look past the Panthers, but the Panthers have been playing with heart. They've covered 5 of the last 6. I just think it's a 3-point game here. I'll take Carolina plus the points.
Wayne?
Panthers are ass. They're not getting 7 points or better. We're going straight with the Cardinals. Cardinals cover this game easily. Panthers may make it a game in the first quarter. There'll be fans will be walking out the stands by the third quarter. It's going to take 1 quarter for Cardinals to get it together and blow the shit out of the Panthers. Just 1 quarter. That's all they need. 1 quarter of decent offense, and it's a wrap for them. On the other side, I'm on the Browns, man. Too many damn points. Everything y'all said, I'm with it. James, like you said, there's no path to me for the Browns to win this game. So Bengals money line, but there's a couple paths for them to cover, and that's Browns up and down defensively, solid run game, and they can pass the ball well. No matter who's at quarterback, their offensive line is solid. That's what I'm trying to say. And with Bengals not able to get much of a pass rush, I just you give any quarterback in the league some time, they should be able to find wide receivers. And this is a team with a solid tight end, solid wide receivers. I just see them scoring a little bit more than y'all giving them credit to. and I think y'all discrediting their defense a little bit, which rightfully so. They've gotten blown up a few times, but in the same spot, they're better than the Bengals defense. So you give me 9, 10 points, I'm gonna ride that. And the game is typically pretty close between these two. And the last one, I'm on the Colts, hands down. Colts. Same way I feel about Carolina is how I feel about the Titans. I think a lot of people are going to look and say, I'm getting a hook. What does a hook matter when your team is trash? Give me a Colts to smack the hell out of Tennessee Titans.
No, let me go. Can I go reverse back for a second here? Let me just tell. I know Wayne likes the Carolina. He's a hometown Carolina Panthers guy, so it hurts my heart to hear him say that. Look, they played the Kansas City Chiefs 30-27, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 26-23, Philadelphia Eagles. They almost beat them. Panthers have the heart. Panthers are playing. I mean, they're not a team that you look at and say, "Oh, the Carolina Panthers are a good team," but they've been hanging with some of the best teams in the NFL. So I think today they can hang with Arizona. But that's just
exactly what you said, Brian. I agree with. When they play the good teams like the Eagles or Bills, they're just getting way too many points and they play hard as hell. When they're playing an average team like the Cowboys, Arizona, the line is too small. They should be getting 7. It should be getting 7 for me to look the Panthers' way. And this is just my opinion. The line is too small. They're undervaluing the Cardinals, and the Cardinals gonna beat the hell out of them, in my opinion.
I hear you. It's like I said, I'm not betting my house on the Carolina Panthers. It's just they have come to play against some of the better teams in the NFL. But we'll see how it goes this week.
Brian got that mortgage on the Panthers.
No, I'm not betting the house on the Panthers.
Yeah. So listen here, man. I'm on the Titans.
It's not a bad play. I was gonna talk about that game too. I would take them today too. They've been killing me because I've never taken the Titans. I haven't taken the Titans since week 1.
No,
Anthony Richards knows how to turn the ball over in key situations. So
I get it.
Here's the thing. You don't have Will Levis out there. That's number one. That's a plus. So whoever you have out there, is going to be better than him. So you're going to get less chances of turnovers. You're going to have a representable running game, I believe, with Tennessee, because Tennessee, if you watch their games, they have ran the ball well, but for some reason when they give the ball to Levis, all hell breaks loose at some points. So it's a positive him not being on the field. Defensively, I think they could hold this Colts team down. So I think with it 3.5, 4, because it's 4 in some books. I think you find the best number. I think this will be a 3-point game, no matter how you slice it. I'm on the over in that Cardinals Panthers game. It's 47, but it's 47 for a reason. I believe the Carolina Panthers are 10-4 to the over this season. Am I mistaken when I say that? No, I'm not. They're 10-4 to the over. You know what I'm saying? So, they're at home. I'm not going to say they're going to dictate, the terms of engagement in this game, but I like the over in this one. And then I'm on the under in the Browns and Bengals game. Now I know that these Bengals games go over, but DTR, the Browns aren't trying to win.
Right.
So the bench Jameis Winston for this guy,
right,
who he's a 50% or less than 50% passer completion rate. No, nah, he's not an NFL quarterback at all. So I've seen this story before. So it's gonna be.
I bought in on his rookie card, so I'm really not liking that. 2 years ago, I bought in on him.
Right. Right. He needs a major overhaul to be a representative quarterback in this league. So he'll be able to run it. But he's not gonna find an open man. Even against this bum ass defense. So I'll take the under.
Fair enough. Let's keep rolling, fellas. We got the Minnesota Vikings laying 2.5 points right now, currently on the road. We got the New England Patriots getting 14 against the Bills. And we have the Dolphins 2.5-point home dogs with the Niners rolling in. Brian, how you feeling?
Well, at the top of my head here, I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers and lay the points. I think Miami has the worst coach in the NFL, or one of the worst coaches. San Francisco, Boy, both these teams must have this win. And I know the Niners are off that loss to the Rams. I think at this line here at Pick'em, I think it tells you a lot of what you need to know. I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers here. Get it done. Lay the points.
Fair enough. Wayne, talk to me. What you like here?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Brian on that. I just feel like it's a get right spot for the 49ers. Not a big fan of the Dolphins offense or defense. I just can't find many pass for them. 49ers at least have the talent, although they haven't been playing up to par in their talent. Off year for Brock Purdy. Hopefully he turns it around later in the season and gets them a push and gets them back relevant. Bills, we talking about lane points with certain teams. This is a Patriots team that I just can't get there with. Bills have been smoking. Even in their losses, they've been close. Offensively, the Bills do have the type of team that can come out here and smash the Patriots. Don't believe in the Patriots offense. Defensively, Patriots shine in spots, but I just don't think this is one of them spots. Give me the Bills lane 14 in this one.
Javon?
Yeah, I can't call it heads or tails for this San Fran Miami game, but I'm on the under in this one. Just a situation where, I don't think neither of these teams have a chance to get into the playoffs, but they're still going to fight. They do like their coach, and when teams like their coach, they're willing to play hard. So there's injuries on the San Fran's side of things, but I think just the way there's getting both of these teams have the talent offensively to go over, but with this game being where it's at and the compete level that these teams have comparable to each other, it's gonna be a hard fought game where both of these teams, neither team has, I would say, a strong advantage on any side of the ball, matchup wise. So I think we're gonna see long articulated drives that stall in plus territory. So we're gonna see probably a bunch of field goals as opposed to touchdowns in this one. Even though both of these teams do have the personnel to get into the end zone. Just something about these teams that haven't gone the way they should have throughout the season, whether it's injuries, or just the way these games are going with these teams. Because you look at San Fran, and San Fran, they've, especially early in the season, they had these games won. And then slowly but surely they'll let the opponent creep back. And then next thing you know, they lost the damn game when they was up 14 points in midway through the third quarter. Same, kind of a different path for Miami, because they lost 2 or 4 stretch of games. They had to deal with trash quarterback, and then when he came back, they couldn't get the job done with him back on the field. So it's just a sad situation for both these teams. They're both 6-8, but I think the under's in play.
Fair enough. For me, oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? Ah.
Oh, Ron Romanelli came to grace us with his presence.
It's a Christmas miracle.
What is this?
I think he came to argue the Carolina Panthers.
I just got home and I said, you know what? The show's still on. Ron's going to get on there.
Ron Romanelli.
How we doing?
What's happening, Brody?
Oh, good.
Right now, we're just talking some NFL. I realized I skipped the game in that last slot, so we'll circle back. I missed Lions Bears at 12, so we'll circle back in the next slot to grab that one. But right now, it's Dolphins, Niners, Patriots, Bills, Vikings, Seahawks. I'm up currently. I'm going to take the Dolphins, man. I know, bro. Like, today's one of them days for me where it's like either I just lost all my principles and I'm going to get fucked up, or I did my homework really correctly and I'm just on sides that make my stomach hurt. It's going to go one of two ways. Either I did my homework correctly and I'm on the right side, or I'm going to get crushed because I didn't follow exactly what I usually do. Here, my homework, I'm taking the Dolphins because I trust the Dolphins against teams below 500. Ultimately is what it boils down to in this game. Mike McDaniel, last week, stat of the week, was Mike McDaniel against teams above 500. I think it's like 3-14. They never win. When they play a good team, they never win. But when they play bad teams, you know what they do? They almost always win. And right now, the Niners are a bad football team. And this line continuously moving how it has since the opening this week just tells me everything I need to know. The Niners are still overrated, still overvalued. It's just a down year for them. They'll be back.
Do you think Dallas is better than the Niners?
Right now, like today?
Yeah, today.
No.
All right.
No.
I thought you were going to tell me Dallas is better. No, that's not
I think I would say they are.
No, you're crazy.
If we had our quarterback, yeah, but with Cooper Rush, nah.
I think Cooper Rush is better than Brock Purdy. I think Cooper Rush takes the Niners to the playoffs. If he starts at the beginning of the season, obviously.
I'm not that big of a – I used to be a huge Brock Purdy hater. I've kind of come around a little bit on him. I don't think he's as bad as people think. I don't think he's, good. I think he's middle of the pack.
I think he's Daniel Jones territory.
He's about the same as Cooper Rush. They're about even.
Well, Cooper Rush is Daniel Jones territory, but I think Cooper Rush is slightly better.
That's fair. One thing I will give both Purdy and Cooper Rush is I would say from a talent perspective, they're definitely lacking what some of the other guys in the league have. But I got to give both of them guys credit. They both are winners. They both have won. They both have winning records as starting quarterbacks in this league. So shout out Purdy. Shout out Cooper Rush. I'm fading Purdy ass today, though. It's just a play on the spot. Give me Mike McDaniel. Me and Mitch, man, we were fading McDaniel all season long. But I like the spot for these boys today. Give me the Dolphins. Bills, Patriots. I'm going to leave that one alone, honestly. And Seahawks, Vikings. Seahawks, Vikings is another tough one for me because these are two teams I want to fade. I want to fade both of them at the same time. They're both on my fade list. I don't think Minnesota's as good as advertised. And Seattle, man, this team is ass. Ultimately, I got to take Seattle is where I have to be in this game. I just don't think Minnesota's good enough to be laying this many points on the road. Seattle hasn't been that great at home this year. They've been much better on the road. The 12th man hasn't been the same. But if there was a spot where they showed up and made it loud and, was able to rattle the quarterback, it should be this one against the Vikings. So if you're going to give me points, home dog, tough game is going to come down to the wire, I'll lean Seattle. Brian?
I already gave out my pick in this slot. Remember, I gave out the 49ers.
Yes, you did. Romanelli.
When Brian talks, everybody listens and remembers. Yeah, give me the Patriots. I got to go New England. It's just a clear letdown spot for Buffalo after the big win, potentially a game of the year candidate last week. And I think the under is definitely a look because of how high scoring that Buffalo game was last week. I think Al McMorty would say the knee-jerk reaction is to take the over. But I think we go low scoring. Patriots cover. Bills win, but the Patriots do find a way to cover. In that Dolphins game, I agree with you, Jay. I think I even mentioned on the rundown, Dolphins, they lose to these good teams, but I don't think we can say the Niners are a good team right now in their current state with the injuries and the underperformances and Brock Purdy at quarterback. So I think Miami takes it. And the Vikings, Seahawks, I like the under in that one, and I think Seattle gets it done.
Fair enough.
Can I play devil's advocate real quick for Ron?
Go ahead.
You said the Patriots will find a way to cover. In your mind, what ways can they actually cover this game?
Well, let's look at the motivation factor for Buffalo to win this game by more than 2 touchdowns. There are locks in the AFC East. The Chiefs, they officially clinched home field advantage, right? So, for me, if you're up by a couple scores late, you take the starters out. Patriots, I think, have definitely shown more of a pulse in recent weeks than they were at the beginning of the season. I think, at the beginning of the year, it just kind of looked like a team that was going to fight for a lottery pick. I think we could see some positive signs from the Patriots recently to say maybe this is not going to be as long of a rebuild as we thought.
Offensively, because they have Drake May, yeah.
Yeah.
Defensively, they've let it slip.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, from last year to this year with the same personnel, roughly, it's been night and day. But when you don't have Bill Belichick, masterminding things defensively, then that's what's going to happen. with a rookie head coach at that. But it is what it is.
Fair enough.
But there's a path, a small one, but there's a path.
There's a path. It's a division game. You're getting 14 points in a division game. Like, come on. And the Lions and the Bills off a huge win. There's a path. It's just
look, but on the other side, this is a year for favors. This is a year for overs. So it's just one of those things where if you're taking the favor, you're taking the over, you're cashing.
Yes, sir. So we shall see. Let's keep it rolling. This is the last slot in the NFL. It is the we got to go back to that one we missed, which is the Bear down Chicago Bears at home with the Detroit Lions rolling in. We also have the Jacksonville Jaguars out on the road facing the Las Vegas Raiders. And Sunday Night Football. I've been waiting all day for a Sunday night. Got them Tampa Bay Bucs laying 4 points on America's team, man, my team. The Dallas Cowboys. I kind of messed up the order when we had a run, so I don't know where we are. Brian, how about you start?
I can start it out. Why not? I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys plus the points.
What?
Cooper Rush.
What?
Just because I was saying I like Brock Purdy more than Cooper Rush doesn't mean I don't like Cooper Rush. I think he has, 8 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He's a good game manager. The Tampa Bay is on their 4th road game in the last 5, so they've been really on the road a lot. Now they're got to play a Dallas Cowboys team. Really can't lose this game. Prime time. We've seen the Cowboys choke a lot on primetime football. I think they come up big today. At least keep this one to a field goal loss. So I'll take Dallas plus the points.
Brian on them boys today? Didn't see that coming. Romanelli, talk to me.
Yep, give me the Cowboys too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take the Bears. I think, probably one of the more unpopular plays of the day. Not a lot of people are going to like it, but I just think it makes sense. Lions coming off a crazy game where they gave up 560 yards, and I don't want to lay a touchdown with the defense that just gave up that. I know it was against the Bills, but I just think that in a divisional game, Chicago keeps it close. It's going to be a game that's going to hurt a lot of people today.
Yep. Jovan, would you like here to close us out in the NFL?
Looking for a higher scoring game in Jerry World. Tampa Bay, they're looking like an unstoppable force right now. Between them and the Bills, I don't know who. Well, it's really the Bills because they've been putting up monster numbers week in and week out. But Tampa Bay's not too far behind as far as the point production and yardage production and all that good stuff. And they're running the ball, something that they haven't been able to do in years, even when they won that championship with Tom Brady. So that's also a plus. Baker Mayfield looks like he's a man on a mission. But on the other side, you have the Cowboys, and they've been able to get the job done and matriculate downfield and score touchdowns as of late. So they're winners of 3 of their last 4. So it's going to be a battle, and I think it's going to be one where we see a little bit of a shootout in this one. It's a high total for a reason. I'll take the over.
Purdue Fort Wayne, what you got for them?
Yeah, I'm a little biased here, but I'm taking Tampa Bay in this one. A lot of what Jovan said. I just feel like we have a much better offense. We are banged up in the secondary. That worries me. Cowboys have been playing better, but it's a little overreaction to me. Still a bad team that's riddled with more injuries than Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay solid on the road. Been solid as a favorite as well. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay. I'm on the other side of the Lions Chicago game. My man Ron. I'm gonna go with the Lions. Chicago been playing better at home, but they've had some favorable matchups. I feel like with them only losing this game by 3 last time, a lot of people are gonna feel like they're gonna be more competitive. But I don't care. The Lions just played in that high game with the Bills. They're a much better team. I think they come out here and they smack the Bears in this spot.
You're killing me, Wayne, today. You're hurting my heart.
You're killing me, too.
It's gonna be what it is, man.
There's going to be a lot of unhappy people after that Bears-Lions game. Let's just say that.
I'm on the Bears as well. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Last one me and Mitch got together was the Bears, and it was actually Thanksgiving Day. and it was against the Lions. I got to rock with him here. Ultimately, what it comes down to, I don't want to lay 7 points on the road with a team as banged up as Detroit is. Bro, their defense is basically a different team that started the season. Like, they got, like, how many people on IR? Well, somebody just told me in the comments. They have 15 players on IR. Like, no joke. This team is – you just can't overcome that again and again and again and again. I'm not saying they're not the better team. I'm not saying they don't come here and win the game. I'm just saying I don't want to lay 7 in a division game on the road with the team as banged up as Detroit. So that's why I'm on Chicago. I'm on the Raiders. Give me the Raiders. I think this is a win for these boys. The Jags, Mac Jones, he's ass. Do y'all remember last time we seen Mac Jones in Las Vegas? Do y'all remember? I do. That was that the day he got pushed down. That was the Jacoby Myers debacle. That was that game. I think the Raiders know what it is and what it ain't. This is a team who just doesn't have the players. I believe they have the right coach. I like Coach Pierce. I hope they keep Coach Pierce over the offseason. I believe they are. And I believe they're drafting Shedeur Sanders, and it's going to change their culture over there in Las Vegas, and they're going to try to build it up right. I believe the Raiders really believe in this head coach, and they want to show up and get them a win, and especially in a winnable spot. The Jags, they're not a good football team. Losers are 4 of their last 5. I know that the Raiders aren't good either. They've lost, however many games in a row. But if there was a get right spot or one last hoorah spot, today's the day for the Raiders. I think this is the play for the coach. This is the one that we like. This is our guy. We're gonna play for him. We're gonna get a win for him, and we're gonna run this shit back next year and be much better. That's kind of my thoughts on the Raiders. So give me the Raiders. I'm gonna lay the 2.5. Dallas and Tampa Bay.
Let's hear it.
Everybody knows you're taking Dallas. So.
It's a lose-lose situation for you because you either take the wrong side in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or you take the Cowboys and everybody flames you because you're a homer and Texas guy. I mean, it could be an SMU 2.0 situation, but I don't think so. I think your boys come out tonight.
Here's the thing. Tampa is a team that's built exactly like the team that's capable of busting up Dallas. They run the football really effectively. And I don't know if people – here's the thing. I don't think people really watch a lot of Tampa games. Bro, Baker Mayfield is him. Like, I'm Team Baker. I ain't lying, man. I am Team Baker right now. Baker is out here dicing shit up.
I'm a Bucky Irvin fan myself more than
I
Baker
like Bucky
Mayfield.
Irvin too. I do.
He can run the ball.
This Buccaneers team is better than people give them credit for. I think people forget the Bucs beat Philly last year in the playoffs. Y'all forgot that? Put them boys out. See y'all later. Adios, amigos. It's the number for me. I think, honestly, we're probably heading for somewhere close to a push. I'm on Dallas. I don't love it, though. Let me tell you what. I don't love it. Dallas has not been that great at home this year. We just haven't. And if Bucky Irvin come here and run the football effectively, we're gonna be playing from behind, and playing Tampa from behind is not a great style game. Ultimately, though, I think what gives me the reason to bet Dallas is Dallas just plays Tampa really well. Remember, Dallas put Tom Brady out. The last game Tom Brady played for Tampa was against the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs, and they got him. Dallas is still a really good team, a really good coach team. Like Mike McCarthy, this is a 12-win team the last couple seasons, bro. And they just lost their quarterback, so they're a little underrated, a little undervalued. If the line was like 2.5 Tampa, I might have went Bucs, because I do think the Bucs are the better team. I do think they probably win the game. But you're going to give me 4? You're going to give me 4? Then over a field goal, ultimately, I think if I had to say how this game plays out, I think Tampa walks it off with a field goal and wins it. So if you're going to give me 4, I'm going to take Dallas. If it was 2.5, I would have been on Tampa. Tampa's a good team. I think they're underrated, undervalued. I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa went on a run in the playoffs. And they're finally starting to get healthy. Like they just went through a stretch earlier in the season where they were extremely banged up, one of the most banged up teams in the league.
All right, let's see. Who did Tampa just beat in their recent win streak? Let's go over those teams. Talking about making a run in the playoffs.
They can go on a run. Tampa could.
Yeah, who have they beat this season? They had the Eagles win, and they won in the beginning of the season. Their big wins.
The Chargers behind the shed, who everybody loves. Everybody loves the Chargers. Everybody loves.
Say that they haven't beaten good teams. They smoke these teams. Not like it's been like close. They're smoking teams.
The Giants, the Panthers, the Raiders.
Y'all don't give Todd Bowles a lot of respect. We want to talk about good coaches. Todd Bowles is a good coach. Definitely defensive minded, man. He's gonna be all right.
Todd Bowles is a really good coach.
Like they got good wins over the Commanders.
At the beginning of the season, you got to catch the good teams early. But everybody knows that.
That's what I'm saying, though. I think they were a good team to start the year. They got banged up. People jumped off of them, thought they were ass. But now they're healthy again, and I think they're going to start to show again why they beat them teams at the beginning of the season. That's all I'm saying.
Tampa Bay's a mirage, in my opinion.
I think they missed the playoffs. How about that?
Oh, wow. Who make it? Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Fuck no, Ron.
Michael Penix.
What about the Seahawks? Forget about the Seahawks.
Well, no,
they'll get there too.
It has to be Atlanta or Tampa.
First, the Falcons get in, and then the Bucs are out. See you later.
Who they got to close out the year? They got
Panthers and Saints. One of those will upset them.
Man, they win it out. Sadly. We'll see. I'm on Dallas though. Y'all knew that. If it was 2.5, I would have took Tampa though. But that's it, man, for the NFL. Let's scoot over to the NBA. We got 3 games over there. Small card, just 3 games after the huge card yesterday. Rockets, Raptors, Pacers, Kings, Nuggets, Pelicans. Romanelli, talk to me.
Pretty brutal card, in my opinion, in the NBA. I'm just going to lean slightly to the Raptors plus the points. Good ATS team. I like them at home plus the points. Big number here. But I really don't like any of these NBA games much. I think yesterday was a much better card there. So just a lean for me.
I agree with you. Jovan, you got anything for me today in the NBA, man? Talk me on something.
Yeah, I'm before something out. New Orleans, huh?
Ugh.
Hey, those clowns ended up not even covering.
They didn't even cover. They didn't even cover.
Yo, I'm like, what the hell happened? And I was on the Knicks.
Me too. I was sitting there mad the whole game. Like, damn, bro.
So I mean, it's just one of those things where, they're radioactive. But here's the thing: Denver, they can't stop a nosebleed. So you're looking at it. And I like playing teams that lost on previous night, short turnover, to get right in the next game or the next night, and they're at home, so there's no travel involved. Look, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna back them. I'm gonna back the Pelicans. It's sitting at plus 9.5, plus 10. Given the fact that Denver, they're defensively challenged right now, I'll back them.
Fair enough. Wayne, what you like today in hoops, man? NBA.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with Indiana. I wish we were getting a better number, so I might as well just take the money line. Kings has been horrible on the rest advantage. We know the Kings aren't good as a favorite as well. It's a team with solid names, no bench, solid starting lineup, but the chemistry just doesn't look right. And meanwhile, Indiana on the other side is starting to click. Didn't lose much from last year, maybe added a couple rookies. So we expect them to start playing a little better. Well, I do at least. And I think this is a game they can get on the road. I know they haven't been great on the road, but I'll take Indiana money line.
Fair enough. I'm on Toronto. I feel like I gotta be. Raptors 18-9-1 ATS this season, third best in the NBA behind Memphis and Cleveland. Houston's top 5 too, 17-10. But as somebody who bets Houston often, they're one of my favorite money-making teams. I just feel like I have a good pulse on who this team is. At home, they go stupid, dummy, crazy. Like, we don't even really overcomplicate it. We see Houston favored at home, we land that shit. When they land points on the road, that's where they That's where they usually have trouble. That's where they usually run into issues. Since the start of last season, the Houston Rockets, when favored on the road, are what's the number? I had it. Let me get back to that screen. They covered in like 50% of their games. They're not terrible, but they're not great as away favorites. The Raptors have just been a money-making machine as home dogs this season, and it's hard for me not to want to take them getting this many points. It's Houston is the better team. It wouldn't shock me if Houston won by 10, but they're not really a road cover team is ultimately what it boils down to. So that's why I'm going to take the Raptors. The Kings are officially just on the do not bet list. We're not even trying to act like they're not. We're not trying to act like, okay, maybe this the spot. No, this the spot. No, this the spot. No, this team is just fucking garbage. Okay? That's just what they are. The Kings just don't got it. And I'm tired of waiting for them to do it. The problem is the Pacers on the road are ass. They've been terrible all season long. I don't trust them at all. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm going to take the Pacers, though. The Pacers have played the better basketball recently. I told y'all probably like a week or two ago, the Pacers are going to turn the corner. It's just a matter of when they turn it. Remember last season, the Pacers broke almost every offensive metric that could have been broken. Like they were historically good offensively last year. I don't think that's just a fluke. I don't think you just fluke into being one of the best offenses of all time. I think, you really have some nice pieces that come together. It just wasn't a great start to the season. Great win on the road and their last one against Phoenix. They've now won 3 straight road games. That's enough for me to be like, all right, they're turning the corner. Beat Chicago, beat Philadelphia, beat Phoenix. I think they come in here and beat Sacramento as well. And last one, Jovan, you're 1,000% right. Everything you said about this game, 1,000%. But I got to take the Nuggets. The Pelicans are just the number one team on my do not bet list. Like they're just an auto fade right now for me. Even yesterday when the stars aligned for them, they had that game. I didn't. That was one of them games where you just cross it off as an L. And I look back later and I saw the Knicks cover. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. The Pelicans just create way to lose. They just create ways to not cover. Just fade them. Just fade them. What are they right now? ATS. The Pelicans are 10-19. Only team worse is Phoenix. And right above them is Sacramento. So I'm just fading bad ATS teams today. Sacramento and New Orleans. It just has to be done. It just has to be done. Brian?
I'm going to agree here with Wayne and Jay. I'm going to take Indiana Pacers plus the points. I think they're the clear-cut best NBA pick on the board. Sacramento lost to the bum Lakers 2 games in a row, a team that they really get up for. Pacers, I think now's the time to be betting the Indiana Pacers, or at least taking a look at them daily. They've looked good over the last 5 games or so. So for me, give me the Pacers plus the 2.5. I'm going to take the points, Wayne. I'm not going to get screwed on some last 3-point shot or something. I'm going to take the points.
So last year, I was the king of the money line in these spots. This year, I've been getting hammered, Wayne, taking the money line in these spots. So it's like,
it happens.
Huh?
I said, it happens.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
You can't never go wrong with the points, but you can't be scared of getting the value. That's what the money line's there.
I'm scared. I'm taking the points.
I'm with you, Wayne. I'm a money line guy. I love money line them small dogs. I love it. But, man, it hurt when they lose by 2 and cover. That shit hurt. All right, fellas. Well, that's it. That's it. That's all, man. Money making Saturday. Brian, what you got going on today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, you know what? Off a nice 5-2 day yesterday, I'm going for my 12th straight premium win in the NHL. Can't forget about the pucks. $19 over at pickdogs.com gets you my NHL best bet. I've got 2 best bets in the NFL. You can get all 3 of my football plays in my private play 3-pack, $50 at pickdogs.com, ranked number 2 on the year in total profit. So we're going to try to keep it going today.
There you go. Hop on with Brian B and continue to kick the crap out of the books with my man. Run the Don Romanelli, man. You've been on a run. You've been on a heater. What you got going on today?
Yeah, we've been on an epic run. Just last 30 days, up 32 units. Last 7 days, 11 units, just keeping it going. Yesterday, 5-2 again. Hoping for another big day today. I got my NFL Play of the Week, one of my favorite plays of the season. I got a 3-pack in the NFL. I got my college basketball bank shot best bet. So 5 total plays. You want to get a long-term pass to get all of them. Look to keep rolling.
Keep it rolling with Ron the Don, man. He's in one of them runs right now, y'all. Thing about Ron, he's a little more modest than I am. Y'all know that. So I got to do the promoting for him. Ron the Don is hot, man. If you want to rock with my man, rock with my man and make you some money. Jovan, what you got going on today, Brody?
I got a couple different 5-packs in the NFL and a 3-pack, a money line 3-pack for the NFL. So, jump on that. I also got a 5-pack in college basketball. Had a monster day yesterday in college basketball, went 11-3. Jump on certain long terms, you get all that action. Right now I'm on top of the food chain in college basketball. So just on the strength of that, basically the whole season. But yesterday put me over the top so far. So yeah, jump on certain long term so you get all that action.
Jump on with Jovan, man. Hey, college hoops, like he said, he's killing it right now. That's the thing I love about everybody we have here. Everybody got different strokes for different folks, man. But we all come together and put it all together, man. That's why we're the greatest team on the planet. Wayne, what you got going on today, my man?
Yeah, looking to continue this solid NFL run. Only person over me is Tony T. Second in NFL, coming off a solid win yesterday with the Chiefs with the spread. Looking to bounce back just overall in college basketball. I have a 4-pack in college basketball. Now I have a 3-pack in college basketball, 4 plays altogether. I have 4 plays in the NFL, 3-pack in the NFL. So I have 2 different 3-packs. I have my best bet. If that's too much action for you guys, you can always grab some long term to get all the actions. Grabbing these long term packages from anybody early is the best way to go because you don't miss line movement. So I hate to be on a different line than somebody else. I try to get these my plays in first thing in the morning, if not the night before. So grabbing the 3-pack early is the way to go. And looking just to continue to stay hot. So let's smoke the board today and head over there, grab one of them 3-packs or one of my best bets.
Hop on with Wayne, man. Kick the crap out of the books, especially like he said, top of the leaderboard in NFL. Y'all know what today is, man. NFL Sunday. Hop on with Wayne, man. Make some money today. For me, man, great day yesterday. It's just crazy. The one I was the most loud about, of course, was the ones I lost. That's what's funny. But that's usually how it is in this game, man. I'm looking for value on the daily, man, all across sports. Today is a smaller card for me. I think I have 4 or 5 total. 1 NBA and 4. It's either like 3 or 4 in the NFL. I'm not sure how many it is over there, but it's something like that. It's 3 or 4 in the NFL and for sure 1 in the NBA. That's what I got going on for y'all. The NBA play of the day. We're rolling, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've hit 20 of 30. 30 plays, so we just won a whole month. We hit 20 of them. Like that's like a 67% clip for a month. It really don't get no much better than that, man. Instead of buying that play every day for $25, just hop on something long term. It just makes much more sense. And when you do that, you get every single play that I release every single day, every single sport. So that's what I got going on today, man. I got some NFL, some NBA, and of course, we got a huge NBA week coming up. Finally, after a couple choppy weeks with the NBA in-season tournament and things of that nature, we got a good week coming up. And I've been heating up kind of in the NBA. I think I'm plus 800 units right now for the season. It was a little choppy to start, but I think we're finally hitting our stride, man. And y'all know me. When I get hot, I get hot. So let's do what we do. Let's kick the crap out of the books. Money making Sunday. Y'all know what time it is, man. Parlay, parlay, parlay. Parlay, parlay, parlay. Brian.
I got a parlay that just can't miss. I wish they were premiums, but I'm going to take the New York Jets plus the points, Dallas Cowboys plus the points, and those Chicago Bears plus the points.
I ain't going to lie, Brian. When you said that at first, I was like, I don't know. But I like that parlay. I actually like that 3-team. I'm with you on it. Let's do it. Birdcage. Ron?
let's go with the New England Patriots plus the points. We'll go to college hoops. We'll take Towson money line. And let's throw in Michigan laying the points.
There you go. Jovan, Mr. Two-Teamer. That's what I like to call you. What you got for me?
Yeah, so we're going to throw out a few two-teamers. We're going to go with the underdog one, which is Brown and Morgan State. We're going to go with the favorite one, which is Georgia and VCU. We're going to go with the New York Jets and G-Men. We're going to go with that one. And we'll go with a total one, which is going to be Arizona, Carolina over. Cleveland, Cincinnati under. Minnesota, Seattle under. And actually, let it be a 5-teamer. San Fran, Miami under. And Tampa Bay, Dallas over. 5-teamer.
There you go. Wayne, talk to me, my man. What you got for us?
Y'all can hear me? Make sure I ain't on. Okay, bet. We're going on the Sharp Money Smasher, aka if they can't play, blow their ass out parlay. We're taking the Eagles, we're taking Tampa Bay, we're taking the Cardinals, and we're adding the Bills. All against the spread.
Smash.
If they can't play, blow their ass out.
I feel like Fred Stanford over here. He's
boy.
coming.
Senor Square.
Senor Square.
Killing me.
It get like that this time of the season, man.
Y'all know I can't get out of here without giving y'all an interception parlay on an NFL Sunday. So we're gonna roll with Matthew Stafford to throw one in the Meadowlands. I'm gonna roll with Baker Mayfield to throw one tonight on Sunday Night Football. Of course, we're taking Mac Jones to throw one in Las Vegas. Of course, we're taking that one. And give me, I know this defense is terrible. I know their ass.
What about DTR?
That's where I was going. I know the Bengals defense is terrible, but they're going to give me one today, man. Give me Dorian Thompson-Robinson for an interception. So 4-teamer on the interception parlay. Team parlay for y'all today. I'm going to roll with, let's go dog hunting. Let's go Seattle Seahawks, money line. Miami Dolphins, money line. Fuck it. Washington Commanders, money line, 3-teamer. Let's do it, dogs. Let's get some wins today. That's all for the show, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all that continue to tune in and watch these videos, watch the shows. Take your time to comment. We appreciate each and every one of y'all more than y'all know, man. More than y'all know. We'll be back tomorrow, Mondays with Costi. And Roof will be here tomorrow, of course. Let me see. We're asking that you guys find your favorite Mitch moments. Ron Romanelli dropped a video on that. It's on the page. Just scroll back a little bit. And if you remember any clips of Mitch, from a million years he was online, we would love if you guys could find your favorite clips. We're putting together something really special, something that's going to be really worthwhile. So if you find your favorite Mitch clips, we all have them. We've all, Brian, take the charges.
Or how many times he'd say how much he loves Trey Lance, but
oh man. Yeah, we got to go get that one too. His 72 minutes of Trey Lance. Yeah, so if you find your favorite moments from Mitch, man, go back to that video and try to timestamp it for us to make it easy for us to find it and recuperate it. Best bets at Pick Dogs Premium. Any other words from any of you fellas before we get out of here today?
I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of Trey Lance today for the Dallas Cowboys. I know it's not going to happen, but you never know.
You never know. You never know. Any words from any of you fellas? Wayne, come on, Ron.
I was about to say possibility you might see Trey Lance when we get Cooper Rush up out of there pretty early.
Let's just get it done. Let's win.
Yes, sir. Good luck on everybody with all your best today.
Yes, avoid the trap with the Detroit Lions. Not going to end well.
Man, appreciate y'all fellas for joining me today. See y'all throughout the week, man. It's been your Pick Dogs Morning Show. Making a winning day. We're out of here.